All right, this video is your study guide for chapter 3. So I'm going to talk you through how to do one of each kind of problem or a couple of each type of problem. My advice is to pause the video before I give the answers and use this as a way to check yourself to see if you're really ready for the test. So this test is going to have 3 main topics: purple, pink, and blue. We're going to graph equations. There's 3 different methods. There's the 2-intercept method, there's the make a table method, and there's direct variation method. Another big topic is finding slope using slope. You can find slope either from a graph, rise over run, or you can find slope by subtracting. Make sure you put the y's over the x's. Our third major topic was solving by graphing. That's where you make a table so that you can draw the line. You draw the line so you can see the x-intercept. Once you see the x-intercept, you write y equals that number. All right, graphing using the intercepts. So I wrote them twice so that I could erase, because we want the x to be gone so that I can figure out y. I want the y to be gone so I can figure out x. Now would be a good time to pause the video and try the blue question. All right, here's the blue answer. When I erased the 2x, I end up with this. Divide by -3, divide by -3, I got a -4. When I erase the y, I have 2x equals 12. Divide by 2, divide by 2, x is 6. I drew a dot at -4 on the y-axis, and I drew a dot at 6 on the x-axis. Connect the dots, make sure you have arrows. Same thing with the purple. Now would be a good time to pause the video and try purple before I give you the answer. Here's your purple answer. I have a dot at 6 and a dot at -3. Connect the dots. Now go on to your green question. Now would be a good time to pause, try it out for yourself, and then come back and see if you got it right. Y is at -8, so I have a dot at -8. X gets a dot at 2. Connect them, use arrows. The reason that y is -8 is because when I erased the 4x, I still had the subtraction sign. So -y is +8. That means positive y is -8. It's like dividing by -1. Here's graphing method 2, making a table. I started you off with a positive coefficient, 3x minus 1. Then I gave you a negative coefficient. I did a fraction one, and I did a really yucky one right here on yellow where you're going to have to rearrange. All right, pick anything you want for x. On purple, I'm going to pick, I think I'll pick 0, 1, and 2. And now would be a good time to pause. All right, when I picked 0, I got -1. When I picked 1, I got a 2. When I picked 2, I got a 5. 0, -1, 1, 2, 2, 5. Let's do pink next. On pink, I'm going to pick 0, 1, -1, 2, and -2. You can pick any 3 numbers you want to pick. Push pause, see if you're right. Here's your pink answers. When I picked 0, I got -4. That's this dot right here. 1 gets me -6. That's this dot. -1 got me a -2. Positive 2 was -8. -2 was 0. Okay, let's do blue. Now would be a good time to hit pause. You're going to want to pick numbers like 0, 5, -5, 10, or -10. Before I show you the graph, I wanted to zoom in and show you my work. I got a 1, a 3, a -1, a 5, and a -3. Here's my work off to the side. Maybe you want to pause it and study it if you got a different answer. There's the graph that matches my table of values. Now let's look at yellow. In order to do yellow, we're going to need to rearrange. So I need to move my 6x to the other side. You can either think of this as -6x minus 6x, Or you can think to yourself, when I move him, he becomes the opposite sign. So then I have 2y equals a negative 6x plus 2. Now I need to get rid of the 2. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. That leaves me with y. This would turn into a negative 3. This turns into a 1. Now I'm ready to graph it like I did. This one looks similar to pink, this second one in pink. Pause it, see what you can get. There's your table of values, and there's your picture of your graph. All right, method 3 is direct variation. That's the one where you start at 0 and then you use the coefficient as your slope, and you go up and left, up and right, down and left, down and right, something like that. Okay, I'm going to do purple. If you don't want to see it yet, push pause. All right, my first dot is always at the origin. 3x meant 3 over 1, which is up 3 and right 1. Up 3, right 1, up 3, right 1. Okay, I'm going to do blue. Pause it if you don't want to see it. All right, blue is started at the origin, and I went up 3, right 4, up 3, right 4. But I could also make both of them negative, and I could go down 3, left 4, down 3, left 4. Now try yellow. All right, this yellow question had a negative slope, so I have to make sure I'm going downhill. I can put the negative on top, which means I'm going down 5, right 4, down 5, right 4, down 5, right 4, or I can put the negative on the bottom. Up 5, left 4, up 5, left 4. Connect the dots. All right, our next topic is finding slope, either by looking at the picture or by doing the subtracting. So I'm going to tell you the answer to this first one. If you don't want to know it, hit pause and try. All right, the answer is either negative 3 over 1 or 3 over negative 1, or just negative 3 as a whole number. Why is that? Because I'm going down and right, down and right. Or I'm going up and left, up and left. And if you want to take either of those and simplify them and just have a whole number negative 3, you could do that. Okay, I'm going to do this one. Pause it if you don't want to see the answer yet. The answer is 1/5, because I'm going up 1 and to the right 5. All right, let's look at these over here. Remember, I have to subtract my y's. The y's go on top, then subtract the x's. The x's go on bottom. I can start with 7 and do 7 minus 11, or I can start with 11 and do 11 minus 7. Pause the video if you don't want to see the answer yet. Final answer is 2. Sometimes the final answer will be a fraction. In this case, final answer was a whole number, 2. Pause the blue. Pause it if you don't want to see the answer to the blue just yet. The blue answer is negative 3/5. And you can have the negative top, bottom, or middle. Make sure that if you start with negative 5, you have to start with positive 4. So if I say negative 5 minus 1, then I have to say 4 minus a negative 6. Our last topic is to solve by graphing. The steps are: you make a table so that you can graph the line. You find the x-intercept with your eyeballs, and you write your final answer, x equals that number. Pause it if you don't want to see any answers. All right, so I picked 0, 2, and 4. I ended up with negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, these 3 dots. I'm supposed to be finding the x-intercept. So far, I don't have an x-intercept, but if I use the pattern up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, I could keep going, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. Finally, I have hit the x-axis. My answer is x equals 8. It crosses at 8. So if your first 3 dots aren't helpful, keep going, because now you know the pattern, you know the slope, and you can eventually find where it does cross. All right, so that's everything that you're going to see on the test, pretty much. I might have some bonus questions, tricky ones that we've talked about but not practiced super duper lot. If you wanted any more practice, I would pick some odd answers and then or odd questions, and then find the answers in the back of the book. Remember, we only did the first 2 pages of the chapter review, so I think it's the first 4 lessons. We didn't do lessons 5 and 6 on this test. So good luck studying. Good luck on the test. I know you can do it.